In today's video, we're going to be going a little old school. Got a AutoMeter tachometer, and the customer complaint is it doesn't work. So let me get my meter leads situated here, and we'll give it a quick check. All right. Oops. So we got red, positive, black, negative. And I'm got my power supply set up to 13.3, and when I connect power I get nothing, no twitch. I would expect it to kind of bounce to 0 here, but I get no reaction out of the gauge and I get no current draw out of the power supply. So yep, there's definitely something not right with this meter. Okay. Here I see the red wire. Power leads in and goes right to a diode. But I think I see some blowing foil right there. Yeah, that looks like that's open right there. Right where the main power comes in. Let's see if that's true. Alright, so we got a blow and trace. So we got to ask ourselves, why did that trace blow? Is there a short? So it starts here, then it goes into this side of the diode, and then from there it jumps across over to here. It's probably a reverse polarity protection diode. Let's see here. So yeah, power starts here, blown foil here, and then there's another component here, another diode, and that diode is a dead short in both directions, so that's definitely no longer a diode. So I'm guessing that is like was used for like snubbing out transient voltages or kickbacks from inductive loads. You know, maybe starter motor or fan motor or some big motor probably is kicking back noise. Yeah, this diode's under a bunch of epoxy, but from here to here is a diode, and it's a dead short. So let me get that out of there. So yeah, there's probably some large inductive kickback that this diode couldn't handle, and it caused it to short. See if I can dig away. It's right under this blob of epoxy. So I have to kind of dig my way to it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there is the diode. All right, help remember, the board's not labeled, but the stripe is pointing to the outside of the circuit board, so you gotta remember that for later. There it is. And get a part number reading on this thing. P6KE360. I'm gonna have to look that up and see if it's anything special. But here's the diode. Short. Oops. And the other direction, short. That's no longer a diode. Let me dig one out. Okay, so my guess was right. It is just a TVS diode, or transit voltage suppression diode, 36 volt. So I have something close enough. There is the full part number right there, P6KE36CA. And if you want to buy it from Moser, there's their part number right there. All right. Let's see here. I should get some movement out of it now. Let's see, I'm going to jump her to here. Hey, look at that. See that? It's zeroing out. It's actually working. Let's see how much power it pulls. Oh man, this thing pulls like nothing. This thing pulls. I'm going to hook the power back up again. Yeah, it barely even measures my power supply. It just barely takes any power at all. Wow. Now the light, there is a lamp in here that's going to take some power, but that is on its own circuit, so I don't have to worry about that. So what I'm going to do is, instead of just bridging that blown open foil, I'm going to see if I have a resettable fuse I could just put across there. Yeah, so that TVS diode is good for like 12 amps. And here's a 1/2 amp resettable fuse, which is more than enough to cover the 10 milliamps or whatever it is that this thing runs on. So we're within a good range here. And then this way, with the resettable fuse, when it does get those inductive kickback spikes coming through, and if the diode goes into meltdown mode, instead of it blowing open foil, it will just open up the fuse until things cool back down, and then it will work again, as long as the diode doesn't go nuclear like it did this time. All right, I get that soldered in. Okay, so now when I connect power, I should get some needle movement. Yeah, there it is. All right. Okay, got it all reassembled again, hooked up to the signal generator, and there it is. And yeah, that power consumption is super low. And right there, did you see that? VTEC just kicked in. And it goes, oh, it goes past 10. All right, well, I think we're going to call this one fixed. Thanks for watching. See you next time.